This is the Xiaomi 11T Pro, a phone priced around $580 US. It's an excellent device, but at that price, is it worth it? Is the 11T Pro fast? Yes, possibly the fastest phone I've ever used. I first removed all the animations and developer settings to let the device feel as responsive as possible. And it's running MIUI 12 right now, but an update to MIUI 13 should be coming soon. It seems well optimized for this device, and moving around the interface is a pleasure. Whether you're launching apps, playing games, browsing the web, using the camera app, or anything else. And unlocking the device with the side-mounted fingerprint scanner or face unlock is quick enough to be seamless. This level of performance isn't surprising, considering the 11T Pro is powered by the Snapdragon 888, which is last year's flagship processor found in phones like the Samsung S21, OnePlus 9, and the flagship Xiaomi Mi 11 series. The version I'm testing has 8 gigs of speedy LPDDR5 RAM and 128 gigs of quick UFS 3.1 storage. There's no SD card slot for the 11T Pro though, so make sure you pick up the 256 gig storage model if you need it. As far as gaming, the 11T Pro can handle anything you throw at it, and these Geekbench, 3D Mark, and Antutu benchmark scores confirm that. Is the screen big and bright? Basically, it's big, but not the biggest, and bright, but not the brightest. The 11T Pro has a very nice 6.67-inch AMOLED display that can run at 120 Hz if you activate it, with a peak brightness of 1000 nits, which makes it visible even in direct sunlight. With a full HD Plus resolution of 1080 by 2400, everything looks sharp and clear. And the 480 Hz touch sampling rate adds a lot in terms of speed and responsiveness. For protection, the display has Gorilla Glass Victus, which should help prevent major cracks and scratches. If this video has been helpful so far, please give it a like, and thank you for that. Does the battery charge quickly and last all day? I was terrified the first day I used this 11T Pro because I could watch the battery run down super fast. But after about 2 days, everything was great. I would even say excellent, since I'm getting about 2.5 days of use when I fully charge the 5000 milliamp hour battery. That's with my typical streaming YouTube videos, listening to podcasts, browsing the web, Instagram, etc. Oh, and it only takes about 18 minutes to charge from 1% to full using this ridiculously huge 120 watt charger that comes in the box. For comparison, here's the Poco F3 33 watt charger. By the way, I was worried that charging at 120 watts would really make the phone heat up, but no, just slightly warm. Is the Xiaomi 11T Pro reliable? Yes, I haven't seen any major bugs like on the Poco F3, but there are a few things about MIUI that still annoy me. For instance, I would like to use folders in the app drawer, but no! Oh, and why can I enable double tap to wake or turn off the screen when the phone is locked, but not when it's unlocked? Being able to double tap the screen to lock it when I'm done using it is a must-have feature for me. So I'm using Hyperion, a third-party launcher, to enable that gesture, and unfortunately it only works half the time. The other half, either nothing happens or it takes me to the accessibility menu. Oh, and you can't use gesture navigation with third-party launchers, which is really annoying, but the camera is very good. You have a 108 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel telemacro, and a 16 megapixel selfie camera. You can record video at up to 8K at 30 FPS on the main camera, and you can film in HDR10+. Oh, and check out this slow-mo video at up to 960 frames per second at 1080. So cool. Here are some sample images from the main camera and selfie camera. But for more, you can check out my 11T Pro stock camera versus Gcam comparison video linked at the end of this review and in the description. For audio, there's stereo speakers that sound good and they get pretty loud, but not the loudest I've heard. No headphone jack here either, but with Bluetooth 5.2, my wireless earbuds have been solid. Will it work on US networks? I'm so happy to say yes. Technically, at the time of recording, T-Mobile does not support the device when you check the IMEI, but both Mint and Red Pocket Mobile eventually did pick up voice over LTE compatibility during testing, and they're T-Mobile MVNOs, so... Now I doubt AT&T or Verizon support the 11T Pro, but I don't have a way to test that. But is it worth that nearly $600 US price tag? I've been using the Poco F3 as my daily phone for 8 months, and it runs MIUI 12 for Poco, so this phone feels very familiar. The big difference between these phones isn't really one specific thing. It's a lot of smaller improvements in almost every category. All of these improvements over my Poco F3 make the 11T Pro such a refreshing device to use. I originally thought that this would be a good phone, but not worth the price. But I was wrong. If you think the Xiaomi 11T Pro is the right phone for you, you should check out Wireless Place, since they have Xiaomi devices as well as phones from Samsung, Motorola, OnePlus, and more. I've bought a few phones from Wireless Place, and they always ship fast, have great prices, and include a US adapter for the charger if you need it. A link to their site is in the description. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And check out this 11T Pro stock camera versus Gcam comparison for a better look at the camera on this fantastic phone. And feel free to comment with any questions you might have, and I will answer them perfectly. I'm serious.